anything that you trade time for money, it's not going to make you either millionaire or wealthy. Because when we're really wealthy is when we have the time to do the things we love. Trading, I see it as the opportunity to give me the time to do the things I love.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another TFT interview. Today I have another female trader, super exciting. So warm welcome to Mirel. Welcome Mirel.
Hi, how are you, Ana?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing great, doing great.
So can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what got you into trading?
I'm a CPA. I've been working in accounting since I was 21 years old, so it's been a while. What got me into trading is that I had a few friends that were in it, and I got curious because it seemed simple enough and it seemed interesting enough. I decided to try it like about a year and a half ago. So
Wow, so only 1.5 years and already receiving payouts. Interesting. So excited to hear your story. By the way, you said that you're from Miami, so I guess it's
yes.
super popular there. You could get inspired from many people because it feels like all the lifestyle traders are based in Miami.
Yeah, I happen to know a couple of them personally, so some of them were the ones that kind of like inspired me to get into this journey. I'm glad that I did it. It completely changed my life's perspective on many different things. I was so happy that I got into trading.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So can you tell me a little bit about the learning process? Did you have a mentor or maybe you learned from friends, you learned by yourself? Tell me a little bit about the learning process.
Well, at the beginning, to be honest, Anna, I was just gambling. I want to say the first month was like beginner's luck. I used to open trades, close trades, but I guess we were like in a good market condition where I actually made a little bit of money at the time. I got so cocky and confident, and I thought I knew what I was doing that I lost it all. Not only did I lose my profit, but I lost the money that I put in because I had a regular account. At that point in time, I wasn't even doing challenges. Then I was like, wait a minute, let me take a break and actually learn this. And I went back and I saw some YouTube videos from different mentors and different gurus. And I started trying different strategies from candle formation to liquidity to smart money concepts. So many things that I couldn't even like put in my brain. And then, like about a year ago, is when I started seriously doing the challenges. And the challenges, what did for me was basically more control, like that risk management, that ability. So, little by little, and trying to use all the information that I had gathered from courses, from videos, from everywhere, I kind of got into my own. And until recently is when I started getting actual payouts.
Wow, so cool. So you kind of created your own strategy, which is a combination of the things that you learned from different places.
Yeah, something that kind of worked for me because a lot of these strategies, some of them make you a slave of the charts, and that's
Yeah.
something that we want to avoid. And some of them were super complicated, or I had to be looking at weird times. At some point, I was even doing like London session, and for us, London session, I had to be up like at 3 in the
At
morning,
night,
and
yeah.
then going back, and then I was going to New York. It was too much, and it became so stressful at the time that I was like, oh my God, this can't be this hard. So little by little, I guess I found something that really worked for me and for the instrument that I trade. And it kind of came into my own. I came into my own. Like basically I got comfortable with it. I'm more relaxed when I trade. If I miss a setup, I always tell myself that there's going to be another opportunity. Like if I have something to do, I try not to be in the charts and try to be in the moment. Like whenever I trade, I trade. Whenever I'm doing something else, I'm doing something else. And that's something that has really changed my outlook and my performance on the charts, actually.
That's amazing. I think that it's really important to like find something that suits your personality. Some people are patient, they can swing trades. Some people are more aggressive, they want to be in trade like quickly. So you definitely have to first figure out what kind of personality you have and what suits you, and then find the model that is suitable for your personality. What type of trader are you? Are you a day trader?
I'm a day trader. I'm a day trader. I don't hold trades for very long. If the position runs itself long enough, then I'll hold it. But no, I'm definitely like a day trader. I'm not I don't hold trades for longer. I've never seen myself hold a trade for longer than a day.
You mentioned before the interview that you only focus on US 30, right?
Correct.
How did you decide to just stick to US 30?
Well, I mean, I've tried other instruments in the past, but I do like the volume and I like the volatility of US 30. It does give me the ability to get a lot of points and our pips in like one single trade, which is something that I enjoy. Sometimes if the market conditions are good, you're able to get 200, 300 points, and with the right lot size, that's a lot of money. So if you're able to do that in a day and then go on, or like an hour or two and go on with your life, that's something that appealed to me because again, like I have my business, I have other things that I do, and that's why US 30 makes sense to me.
So you like something that is giving money quickly, something volatile.
Because I've traded it for so long and I look at it for so long, I've learned key movements or key signals that she might give out that's what prompts me to get in a trade. Doesn't mean that I don't lose trades. Of course, I lose trades, but the probabilities are much higher of winning than losing when when you're calm, when you look out for these aspects of the charts and the trades that you do.
Would you like to share your screen and show us how you analyze the charts and maybe an example of a trade?
Sure. So basically, what I did this morning, I got into a sell, and the red candles for me are the sells. My strategy is basically going on fibs and levels. This fib level that you see here is from the big push that she did last a couple of Fridays ago. So I haven't deleted it because it's still very valid for me. What I did yesterday, I threw a fib from here to here, which is the daily candle for Friday, right? And I'm putting it in white so you guys could see it better. I did this before I went to bed. No big deal. I didn't think anything of it. I just kind of put it there as a reminder and as like levels to look into. So this morning when I woke up, I noticed like around 6 in the morning that she had done this. And I noticed like at 4 something, she had done something like this, where it fell right on the 88% level of the fib that I had thrown from the sell on Friday. So I noticed this and I kind of waited because I was like, you know what? I'm not sure. And then I noticed on 6 a.m. she kind of rejected it again. And then around 7, she did it again. So at 7, I jumped in here in this 450 level. I gave it 50 points range. With US 30, the range has to be big for the stop loss because, she fluctuates a lot. So I did that. And at some point, she kind of like went over again and went as high as 470, but then she melted all the way to 182. That was like an over 200 point trade. So with the lot size that I use, it's $10,000. So
amazing. So you made that, you made 10,000 today. Wow. Good job.
Yeah.
A great day, a great start of the week. So how do you determine your take profit?
When I have my funded accounts, which is what I'm trading now, I kind of don't have a take profit. I kind of let it run, which is good and it's bad. It's good because with US 30, sometimes you don't know where she's gonna stop. Sometimes she's just gonna take all limits, everything, and it's gonna give you an amazing day. So what I end up doing is that I end up trailing my stop loss. I started with at 450, right? 33,450. So my stop loss was at 500. When she gave 50 points, I moved my stop loss to break even. And then when she gave another 50 points, then I moved it 50 points and so on and so forth. So because she didn't give 250 points, I got out at not at the 200 mark, a little bit above it just because, I started trailing it and so on and so forth. So I don't really have a take profit with US 30. I just kind of let it run. But if she takes me out within those 50 points, then so be it.
Well, at least you get always something when you're in the right direction with the trailing stop. That's good. That's good. Do you use the moving averages? I see that you have moving averages as well.
I have them there for guidance, but I don't really, with this strategy for the fibs and stuff, I don't really pay attention to them that much. It's just kind of there. And this other indicator that I have, it just gives me like order blocks. And again, it's more for like a visual aspect of it. It's not like I swear by them. It's more like a visual, like an extra look, like an extra confluence to call it that. But to be honest, I don't go by them religiously or anything. Like it's just something that's there. I really go by the levels and the candles. Like if I see these kind of reactions at a specific level, that will prompt me to go in.
And you use the 5 minutes for executing, right?
Between 5 minutes and 1 minute, depending on the volume of the day. Like, like US 30 is very, very aggressive. So US 30, you want to look at the big picture on the big time frames for like to throw fibs and stuff like that. But to enter, you want to look at the smaller time frames. Sometimes I even go down to the 10 seconds.
I think that if I go down to seconds, because I had another trader who mentioned that he's looking at 15 seconds, I'm like, oh my God, I'm feeling on 1 minute that it's too much. How would it look on 15 and 10 seconds?
Kind of more like to see if it's going to change, kind of train your eyes to see it. Right now, there's not that much volume at this time, but when there's big volumes, you see perfectly fine candles. It's kind of like the same thing as in the
yeah. The market
frame.
is fractal, of course. It's just that it happens in a much quicker time.
So I kind of switch around between the smaller time frames. But again, if I see a key level, that's where I go in.
And you do the top down from the daily, or you go even higher?
I did the top down for this fib. I did it from the daily from Friday's candle. And this other one, the yellow one, was the Friday before, which is NFP, that she did such a big push and she hasn't taken it out. So it's respecting it so far. So that's why I've kind of left it there.
And how do you look at the fib? If you have bearish bias, you want to sell when it's above the equilibrium, or you look at it in a different way?
I'm a seller, so I'm always looking for sales. When the market buys up, I kind of have a hard time visualizing the buys for whatever reason. For me, I look for sales. With the fibs, I throw from top to bottom when it's a sell like that. And then again, I just look for levels. Anything above 50% is a good level to go in with US 30.
Why do you think that you're sticking to the sells?
Because when she sells a lot faster than when she buys. Kind of go in, get out quick.
Yeah.
Type of girl. So I do like the push down. So when sometimes the buys, unless she's like after news or something like that, the buys tend to go up really slowly, but the sales are usually boom. And then you could get a lot of points in a short amount of time, which is the goal. Because the less time I spend on the charts, the more time I have for myself and for my family.
It's more like easier, like psychology-wise, when you're in and out and you're done for the day quickly. You don't feel the pressure and the uncomfortable. Because even though we might think that we're comfortable when we're in a position, there are some emotions that we might not be aware of. So
yeah. No, there's always emotions, and I mean, this trade today, I could have gotten almost like another 40 points out of it. But you're like, oh my God, am I really gonna get out? Am I really gonna hold it? Is it gonna flip? What is it gonna do? So you're always thinking of or anticipating the next move. That's why I give myself 50 points of a leeway, of margin. And I'm like, you know what? If she takes me out within the 50 points, so be it. If I make more money, I make more money. And so be it. Like I've learned to be at peace with the 50-point rule. I've gotten so robotic with it because I think that's the whole key with trading. You have to become robotic to the point that, you can even you don't even have to think about it. Okay, it moved 50 points, let's move it to break even. It gave me another 50 points, let's move 50 points, and so on and so forth. I've tried to become so robotic so I don't feel the emotion. I don't feel that rush or I don't feel anything anymore. So I don't get emotional with my trade.
How is your psychology towards trading when we started like talking about emotions, and what have you done to improve it?
We're emotional beings, so I'm not exempt of having a bad day or like a bad rush of emotions and stuff like that. As a matter of fact, I was telling you about something that happened recently. For me, what has really helped, I had a manifestation journal. Like I bought it on like Amazon. It was like super cheap, but it's like a notebook where I write what I want to do, how I visualize myself. So every morning I started doing that and meditation that gets, for whatever reason, putting it on paper, thinking about it, visualizing, all that has gotten me to a state of mind where I'm calm. And seeing yourself successful, that has helped change the whole mentality of it. And you did something the other day on Instagram that talked about visualization. And I was like, oh my God, like I see it. I have seen myself doing these trades and it happens. I do believe in it. So that has changed my whole mentality, my whole mindset. I do practice meditation every single day in the morning and at night. And I have my notebook, which is a journal where I kind of say, okay, I'm going to make this trade today and I'm going to get XYZ amount of points. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but at least I put it out there. I put it out to the universe and I kind of stick to it. When I first started journaling, the action plan for the day was just to stay calm because again, I was like being super emotional about the trade. That was like goal number one. Now it's like, okay, stay in the trade. Let's hold it longer. Now I have like with this funded account that I just got the other day, I have a goal where I'm going to get 9 payouts. And I'm going to call you when I do the 9 payouts.
Okay, yeah.
So we'll talk about the 9 payouts. But yeah, like that's the goal with this funded account that I just started today. So, and I put it in my journal and like I'm going to keep at it every day. So that's where we're at.
I think that it's really important to like write down your thoughts. For some people it means nothing, but for me it means a lot. And as you mentioned, like visualizing and meditation, I think that it's really helpful. And it helps us to like increase our self-awareness and understand our emotions better. Yeah. Do you also like read or listen to any podcasts, or that's the only thing you do to like stay focused and calm on the charts?
As far as trading, I listen every now and then to this audiobook called The Trading Zone. That guy put it like Mark Douglas really put it into perspective for me as far as what the goal of a trader is. And also like market wizards. I listen to their stories and their failures because everybody that starts in this journey, you have to go through really, really bad failures to really understand what it feels to win at the end. Another inspiration for me is Tim Grover, Winning, that audiobook I suggested to everybody, no matter like how, whatever, whether you're a trader or not, that audiobook is amazing because it talks about how it feels to win, how short the span of a winning, of a win is. Like, okay, you won, what's next? We got to go after the next time, because winning has no he doesn't care about you. Winning just wants the next victim, like, and once you taste it, it'll put you back in hell so you could taste it again. So that's basically what he says. And it's true because we get so comfortable. Okay, we won. No, we gotta keep going because it's about staying there. It's not about like just winning. That put it a lot in perspective for me. So those are audiobooks. Those are 3 audiobooks that I always go back when I'm having like a rough trading day, when I'm having a rough day altogether. I just go back and say, okay, let's put our thoughts back into perspective. Let's put our mindset in the right place. And then let's go back to the charts. I've never, ever given up on the charts. And that's something that a lot of people told me to quit. A lot of people told me that I was crazy. A lot of people, even family members and close people, they're like, no, you're crazy. You're never going to make any money out of it. That's a game. Are there to steal your money. And look at me.
Well, you can use that to prove them wrong, like a motivation.
Exactly. I'm like, look, I got paid. They really paid.
in the moments when you're going through like drawdowns, when you're blowing accounts, it makes it harder. At the end of the day, when you make it, then you just feel even greater, because even though you had like lots of obstacles and lots of the like voices telling you stop, you didn't do it, and you can be just grateful for that.
This is something that I see as the future for me. I do love my career, but I've been doing it for far too long. Anything that you trade time for money, it's not going to make you either millionaire or wealthy. Because when we're really wealthy is when we have the time to do the things we love. Trading, I see it as the opportunity to give me the time to do the things I love. The less time, again, that I spend trading, the less time that I spend doing working and stuff like that, it's the more time that I get to spend with my loved ones. So that's what matters to me.
And what are your plans and goals with trading and in general in life?
My clients are not gonna like it, but like I want to retire. I really want more time, more freedom, traveling. I do like to travel. I like freedom. I like the freedom to be able to be anywhere, whenever I want to be, wherever I want to be. And again, I do see trading as that opportunity right now. I don't care about the Lambos. Hey, if they come, they come. But like, I'm not looking to buy Lambos or mansions or anything. I really just want time, because all my life I've been either studying. I have a little girl too, like I've been spending time. My time I spent it with her. So all my life I've dedicated my time to someone else, either books or family or whatever. So now I just want the freedom to be able to control my time and to be able to do what I want to do.
I mean, most of us are into trading, first of all, for the freedom. All people that are into trading are there because they want to avoid the 9 to 5. What advice would you give to new traders that are just getting started?
Don't quit. Don't put your money into it yet. Like don't open up an account with, let's say you have $10,000 saved up. Don't open up an account. Use those $10,000 and put it into a firm and start the challenges, because the challenges will give you that ability to risk management, to learn to control your emotions. And it's going to give you that feel of losing, that feel like of, that hurts that you need to feel. But at least you're not going to be blowing thousands of dollars in an account and on one single trade. At least with $10,000, $15,000 that you might spend on challenges, it'll give you the opportunity to learn. It's like going to school. That's how I see it. Like, yes, I invested all this money in challenges because I bought a lot of challenges, girl. I'm not gonna lie. I got all my money back already, and I already have the experience and the knowledge. So from here, you could only go up. If you're starting, start with a firm. Don't blow your money. Learn the rules. Be the same rules that you could apply in life when you trade a real account at some point.
I think that the rules are really good to like make you disciplined, because if you risk more than what the rules are allowing, then this is crazy risky. How did you find us, and how is your experience with us?
To be honest, I don't remember how I found the Funded Trader. I think I want to say that I found you guys on Instagram, and I tried it because I like the rapid challenges. I like the idea of the rapid challenges. I don't like having minimum trading days and things like that, because that's how you get in trouble. And the rapid challenges gave me the opportunity to pass these challenges fairly quickly. On average, I pass a challenge, like I get funded in 2-3 days. So now that I've mastered it, before I didn't, but it gave me that opportunity to learn. And the Funded Trader has been great. It's very straightforward. I use the ACAP broker, and I like that TradingView has an ACAP view for US 30s. I'm able to put my entries to the point very precisely. So that's something that I really enjoy about the Funded Trader. And you guys pay on time. I tell all my friends, I have a little group that we kind of share ideas, and I'm always saying, hey, use the Funded Trader. I really like them. You guys have always been, the customer service has been good. Whenever I've had issues or, questions or whatever, you guys always respond. I always knew that, because a lot of people was like, but you haven't gotten paid yet. Like back in the day, like, oh, you haven't gotten paid. Why are you still buying challenges with them? I'm like, I don't know. Their customer service seems legit. Everything seems great. So I know they're going to pay on time. The minute I had that payout available, It was everything. You guys sent me the W-9, everything, like within a day or like, and within 2 days, my money was sitting in my account, and that was like the first withdrawal. Now, the second one was within 24 hours, and my account was active the minute that money hit in my account again. So I was able to get back into another trade with the money sitting in my account. I was like, wow, this is like mind blowing. So it was so fast. It was so straightforward. So I do enjoy.
I'm so happy to hear that. A question that we don't have so many girls, obviously it's a male-dominated industry. So do you think that we have advantages or disadvantages as females in this industry? And what are those advantages and disadvantages, if you think we have ones?
Well, the advantages, I mean, I think we are smarter than men. We are more analytical, and we tend to be a little bit, we tend to see things a little bit different. The only disadvantage that we have, we are more emotional than men. Sometimes that could get in the way of a trade, but we are definitely more analytical. The group that I'm in is female dominated, so we have great female traders. Yeah, so we have that advantage, I think.
Okay, any last words that you would like to share with us?
Everything has been great. I've enjoyed this process a lot. I hope to continue to grow in this industry because, like I said, it's something that I see a future in. So I'm excited.
I wish you best of luck with all your future goals, and I will wait you to reach out on the 9th payout, and we make another interview.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna call you
so we can do another interview and update the audience as well. Thank you so much for your time once again, and for sharing your experience with us. And we keep in touch.
Thank you, Anna.
Okay. But to all of you watching, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and show us some love in the comments down below. Trade safe, and until next time.